Okay, Soraya, I'm trying this again. Please work. Okay, so in your reading, what came up was the third and sixth chakras. So the third chakra is all about our personal power, our self-love, our self-care, feeling confident, feeling able to express ourselves in the outer world, being aligned in our truth, the truth of who we are. Um, Being so strongly confident and empowered that and free to express who we really are, that it doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, because we realize that everyone has their own resonance and is coming from their own, perspective. And that if there are any judgments, then that is their perspective, and it doesn't necessarily, it does not necessarily, but it does not reflect who you are, because you're coming from your own frequency, from your own perspective. So the thing that I was saying in the writing about the divine is the divine created the physical world in order to express herself and experience herself in physical form. So whenever you're holding yourself back and feeling not confident or fearing other people's judgment and criticism, you're not just holding yourself back, but you're also holding back the divine, who is trying to express and co-create through you. And sometimes that perspective is really helpful for people who are kind of stuck hiding behind a thing of playing small. I'm going to send you a link to a really great an astrology update that I think might resonate with you. It just came to my mind, so you might need to look at it. So that's what I meant about the divine, letting your light shine, which is also her light, and that inner fire, and as that radiates out, it touches other people. And when it touches other people, it lights their fire or it repulses them, depending on their own frequency. It's going to be one or the other. And sometimes they're afraid of that light and that truth, and that's where you get, criticism and judgment. But you don't want to make that small. You don't want to make yourself small in that. You want to make yourself larger and have compassion and be neutral about other people's stuff. So then the sixth chakra is where you're getting that monkey mind. And what's happening is you're letting the mind take control over you. The mind is actually our servant, and you're letting the servant kind of rule. What should really be ruling you is your intuition. And that's why I suggested tapping in and doing the Forest Inside meditation, or a meditation of your choice, to ignite the third eye, to wake it up, to tune into the intuition. And then the writing prompts, the very specific writing prompts that I gave you, are to get you started and letting the intuition come onto a page where you're actually working with it and expressing it. And going back and reading that is going to be really helpful for silencing the mind. It's going to tap you into the intuition and keep you out of the monkey mind. Now, I had mentioned it came up for you to get a custom blended spray. I do them for $15, and it's like $3 or $5 shipping, and that comes with its own reading, because what I do is I muscle test and use my intuition to pick the oils. Now, one popped in when I first read the issues that you were having, and that one is vetiver. And that is a really excellent, very grounding oil, and it's really excellent for stopping the endless cycle of negative thoughts and opening up to meditation. I keep looking back to make sure it's still working. And so whether or not you choose those things, that did come up for you as a support for the issues that you're having that relate to the sixth chakra. Let me see, was there anything else? Okay, and then when I did the healing and the balancing on the chakras, what came up was a huge clearing out of the negative thought forms and all of that, and a download of energy information from the divine, like a teaching to show you the divine perspective and the divine interpretation of these challenges and what you need to do. So it comes in as energy information, you know, first in your energy field, second into the nervous system, and then it settles into the physical body at the same time staying in those other levels. Let me see if there's anything else. What's coming in now is that this could be, you know, coming up as a very deep level of healing for you with a lot of emotions attached to it. And we're coming into a period of time where there's a lot of water elements and a lot of really deep issues are coming up to be healed kind of once and for all. So how some people are experiencing that is things are from the past are kind of coming up and feeling really intense. Things that we thought we were done with. Not everybody is experiencing it that exact way, but the depth of the emotions and the depth of clearing out those last few pieces of this is really important for you. So if you have any more questions regarding these specific issues, because it feels like there's a lot of work in them, let me know, and I'm going to try and find that link for you on the current astrology update. And it has it's very much a ascension type of astrology update. So it has quite a high vibration. So even as you're reading it, if you're not like getting the words, just let the information settle into you. And if you haven't looked at my blog or signed up for my newsletter, I suggest that you do that and go back to the first newsletter in the series and read those, because I think it's going to give you some context and maybe a different perspective, and be empowering to read it. Okay? Be well.